New at 6:30, the winter weather is on the horizon. Many communities are finalizing plans to care for their homeless population. Federal grant funding, it's dwindling, leaving organizations scrambling to help as many people as they can. In St. Charles County, the situation is dire year-round. Our Caroline Hecker has that story.
Laughter is something Ernestine Edwards went without for much of last year. Shortly after getting custody of her two grandsons, they lost their home in Berkeley. They moved to St. Charles to live with Ernestine's granddaughter, but when she was suddenly forced to move, it left Ernestine and her grandsons with nowhere to go. And it was no laughing matter. She says finding a place to live in St. Charles County felt impossible, with many apartments requiring first and last month's rent up front.
3 times the rent. I was like, even if I have a job and I have, I'm on a set income, my Social Security, because I retired and all of this, I still couldn't afford it.
Go! She found herself and the boys shuffling between staying with family and living in her car. So she called 211, who referred her to the Care Service, a nonprofit that offers housing assistance and case management to those in need across St. Charles, Warren, and Lincoln counties.
In the beginning, it was very scary. It was scary, it was hard, and I was like, I know that if I had lost them, I don't think I would have made it.
The Care Service put them in a hotel as Ernestine searched for an apartment. A few months later, she found one.
We have a home now, and I'm not scared of losing him.
Ernestine's story is sadly not unique. It's estimated there are 600 homeless people in St. Charles County, including 400 adults and 200 children. But shockingly, no general shelter options.
There is no place for a family with children to go for shelter to stay as a family. Nowhere.
Delana Tyson works for the Community Council for St. Charles, Lincoln, and Warren counties. She helps the homeless find community resources. She says 90% of people that call are homeless for the first time, and just about 7% are considered chronically homeless. Regardless, options are bleak.
They call and they're expecting like, oh my gosh, I just got whatever situation happened in their life. Can you give me somewhere to go? And there's not somewhere for you to go, which is just completely shocking to people.
Delana says the goal is always to offer a hotel room for a few nights, but funding is very limited. So from there, the conversation becomes quite frank. How comfortable are you in a tent? What about your car? And the last option, she says, simply staying on the street.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Pam Struckhoff is the executive director of the Care Service, the nonprofit that helped Ernestine. She says as homelessness gets worse in St. Charles County, it's now down a major resource. After pipes burst in 2024, the Salvation Army in O'Fallon stopped operating as a family shelter.
When we lost Salvation Army, we didn't just lose the sheltering aspect. We lost that stability in being able to case manage and manage those people out of that situation.
The 150 people it helped every year forced back out onto the street.
I don't want anybody to die, and then what we'll hear is, well, why didn't anybody do anything about it? We're trying. That's what we're trying to do here.
In the short term, funding is key. The Community Council says it needs nearly $30,000 for its emergency weather response this winter, which offers shelter in churches and other buildings when temperatures drop below 20 degrees. Outside of that, it says another $50,000 would help cover hotel rooms for families with children and seniors. For Ernestine and her grandsons, life
I'm excited.
Is finally stable.
We're like things we get to do together, and that we just have a roof over our heads and clothes on our back.
And it all started with a call for help.
I love it.
In St. Charles County, Caroline Hecker, First Alert 4.
And Ernestine says despite retiring years ago, she is going back to work to support herself and her two grandsons as they enter this new chapter of their lives. And for more information on resources and options and how you can help, visit this story on our website, firstalert4.com.